You just get back from your run? You caught me in the middle of making a surprise for you. Hold on. Let me get the oven up here to 390. And some trays. I know you've been doing a lot of working out lately. Don't think it's escaped my notice. So I thought I would pass down some of my bodybuilding knowledge. Now, it's fairly well known that we eat mostly chicken breasts and broccoli and rice, but still, preparing the chicken breast doesn't have to be all that bad. So I'm going to make you 5 pounds of chicken. Now, they say it's 5 pounds. Really, it's like 3.5 after you bake off the water. But I'm still gonna make it for you. And since you're here, I might as well show you my process. It's a bodybuilder secret that we keep very closely guarded. Now, some guys, heathens, dummies, you might even call them himbos, okay? They will just throw chicken onto a pan and then bake it. And an hour, it's done. Mostly done. Whatever. I can't do that. All right? It's just, it would be against my religion. You have to at least use 5 different spices. I mean, you don't want to put barbecue sauce on top of it. You're just adding sugar to your food. So we're going to do the next best thing. We're going to use a bunch of spices. But first, since I don't want to do dishes afterwards, we're going to put down some aluminum foil. You say aluminum? You know, I do too. I've been trying it out. Yeah, I thought it would be cool if I had an accent. Alright, press it into the corners. Fabulous. Although I don't know what kind of accent aluminum is. I guess just like on the other side of the ocean, right? Only stateside do we call it aluminum. That's probably too much. Oh, I got it just right. I still don't know a good way to measure out the size of aluminum foil. But until cleanup, I'll have to say aluminum again. No more practice for me. I defrosted the chicken over the weekend, so it should be nice and ready to cook. The tricky part is grabbing it with only one hand. You want to have a hand to turn the faucet with when you wash it, because you don't want to touch anything else after touching raw chicken. I know you know these things. Just let me pass on the little knowledge that I have. Alright? Maybe this could have been the first time you heard about cross-contamination. I don't know. Alright. Whew. Let's get it out. Oh, oh. It feels so weird. It feels much better in my mouth than it does in my hands. Ugh. Alright, that should be enough for that one. Move on to the next tray. last two. After this one. Gotta make sure they're facing it. No, I was wrong. There's so much more. There is so much more. Okay, that's good. Nailed it. We're gonna move this bag over here to the side. That's where I put all like the leftover stuff, really. Any trash goes in that bag, then I freeze it until it's trash day. That way it doesn't stink up the garbage. Now, time to wash your hands. Or my hands, in this instance. But you know, if you were following along, swear to God, one of these days I'm gonna get that faucet fixed. It's like the weakest flow of water. Alright. Nope, can't get my brush. There we go. With that part out of the way, now comes the best part of all, the seasoning. I have out here some iodized table salt. This is new, a Montreal chicken seasoning. Here's the deal. There's literally nothing you can do wrong when you put on like seasoning, right? Because I think KFC or whatever has like 20 herbs and spices. And as long as you don't pass that, then it's edible. At least I believe so. I have yet to come up with a combination that doesn't taste good when it's in my mouth. Alright, we'll start off with some black pepper. You know, I miss the shaker used to have this in. Having to grind it myself is taxing. I mean, it's rewarding, but still. Someone's already pre-ground it like a machine. Not saying I'm better. I'm not so good that I'm willing to take a machine's job. Maybe I'm a Philistine for not knowing the difference in taste. Alright, now some salt. Lightly, and when I say lightly, I mean don't break your teeth when you take a bite. Hold on just a moment. I got you, fam. I think there's something wrong with that cat. I don't know why it wants in there. Okay, salt. Check. Pepper. Check. That's paprika. I always get this wrong. I'm looking for the chili powder, and I grab paprika instead. That's a failure on my part. Here it is, chili powder. Nailed it. All right, up next is red pepper flakes. Oh, this is my life hack. Look at this. These are from when we ordered pizza. I request the red pepper flakes, and then I get to use them in my meal prep. Although I think Pizza Hut is catching on because they're making it in little bottles now instead of these super easy packets. and they're trying to sell it for like $1. I'm not going to pay an extra $1 for these. It's just not happening. Last one. Takes about 4 for 5 pounds of chicken. You can use more depending on how spicy you want it. I always think you can't go wrong. Like, the worst thing that happens is you drink more water. When you're meal prepping, drinking more water isn't all that bad. Got a few extra spices this time. What is this? Chicken seasoning. It smells strong. Oh, we'll see how it goes. Don't worry, this is not just for you. I'll have some as well. The worst thing that can happen is that I'll just eat it all. I was going to eat 5 pounds this week anyway. Okay, you got me. I'll finish it by Wednesday. And this one is roasted garlic and herbs. Sometimes I use Italian seasoning, so this one makes sense. Oh, crap. The top is getting all gunked up. And then when I shake it loose, it gets everywhere. There we go. Now to put it in the oven. The preheating isn't done, but really you just put it in there for 45 minutes, no matter how hot it is right now. It usually evens out. Very rarely do I think I've gotten sick from this. But, you know, if you're afraid that it'll happen, just set the timer for 50 minutes instead. Also, I reheat it in the microwave. So, I mean, like, come on. What's the worst that can happen? Boom. And that, my love, is how I make my chicken.